Yeah, he's legit, and he's going to play.
Hey, Aaron Boone, Yankees manager, dropping by on the off day. Booney, great to see you. We appreciate the time, and also I know super busy during the season, so nice to grab you on the day off during the Midwest swing going on right now. Exactly, there it is. Okay,
You
I
can't
had
do
to
that.
for a moment,
He
so he
can't
got
do
all
that. It makes his ears
Why?
stand out too far because his
No, he
ears go out
doesn't.
too far.
He
That's why he has
knows.
to go forward. That's
He
why he has
knows
to
he's
put it
not.
forward.
He's not Pedro Alvarez tucking them Johns in there where it's like, what? They're not in there. What? Looking like Manny Machado.
What's up, fellas?
What's up? What's up? I like the backwards hat love for the guys. So anyway, all right, let's start with the headliner. I mean, this is a big reason why we reached out to you. Judgy goes with his 300th yesterday. You've been able to watch him for his whole career here, and he gets to 300 way faster than anyone else in terms of games played. Now, how cool is this for you to experience? It's really a legend that we're watching in real time.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I tell him every now and then I take him for granted sometimes, and I try not to do that, but because you realize the greatness that you're watching. But then again, I'm like, man, I see all your outs, though. I see when they get you out or whatever. But it's been fun to watch the evolution of, obviously, he had an amazing rookie year, winning rookie of the year, hitting over 50 homers, and he's been a superstar ever since. But it's been fun to watch his evolution, too, as a player, as a leader, becoming captain. He's just such a great person, and to see him evolve, like, I feel like great players evolve, adjust, and he's done that over the years. Like to watch him now, manage himself, know what he needs to do each and every day to be ready to go to the post, knowing how to go to the post when he's playing through certain things, and then just the respect and admiration he has from everyone in his room is really, really been fun to watch him do this.
You've only seen 200 and, let me do the math, 46 of those home runs. What is the biggest difference, though, from when you came in 18 after he already won Rookie of the Year, should have won MVP, to yesterday when he got walked and you saw a little bit, Soto got walked in front of him, and you saw a little bit of emotion, like, oh, I'm pissed. Like, you actually did that to me?
Yeah. You know what? I think where he's probably just gone to another level, like over the last year or two, is just that next level of control of the strike zone. Like he's just hard to get to chase now, and when you do that, and then you have obviously the power that he possesses. When he's not leaving the strike zone, you got to be perfect with him. If you execute perfect, you got a chance. But when you make a mistake, you're in trouble. And I even got on him a little last night. 3-0, obviously green light. I said, hey, next time don't expand because the ball was out of the strike zone a little bit. So I think he wanted to send a message with the intentional walk, probably.
All right. First of all, thank you for allowing the White Sox to win the first game of this series. I really do appreciate it. Giving Grady Sizemore, your ex-teammate, his first big league win. That was really nice of you.
What a teammate.
What a great teammate you were, So thank you. As all White Sox fans, thank you for allowing. And they scored 12 runs, which, they don't do it months at a time. So, Aaron, first of all, thank you from a White Sox fan.
That was a rough first one for us.
All on the manager. On the manager. You need an off day after that one.
That's right.
Exactly. All right. And then second of all, I understand that Aaron Judge, he's on 299 home runs and they walk Soto, but you guys are up 4. Why'd you give him the green light 3-0? That is dead. You don't swing, son. We're up by 4.
Stop.
I think we were up by 3, but no, you can swing. You can swing up 5, up 6 now.
I'm just kidding. As a White Sox fan, listen, as I'm watching this game, I'm going, wait, they're walking Soto to get the Judge, who hasn't homered yet. It's only going to make him super happy that they're doing this. Oh, and then it's 3-0. Yeah, he's swinging 1,000,000% right here.
Yeah,
I mean, it all lined up perfectly to where you're like, this is such a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in that situation, I'm thinking, okay, you got to take your shot probably at Soto, and then you can walk Aaron. Putting another guy on in front of Aaron like I get it too. Like Grady's comments I saw after the game, it's like, you're down 5-2. It's not like I want to get to Aaron Judge. It's just I think it was kind of like we're at 3rd and 16 here, and I gotta kind of throw a Hail Mary, and maybe I get lucky with a righty putting the ball on the ground. But yeah, I think it was just one of those up against it moments in the game.
Hey, while we're on that topic, Booney, can we bring AJ in for this one? Let's get AJ on the screen. So AJ is quizzing you about your manager questions. I mean, Booney, you worked for ESPN, you were a media member, and then manager questions pop up. The guy above you has gotten the full court press from the media lately. The White Sox. Just saying, hey, I'm not like saying anything we can't say. Grady Sizemore's attempt, that's what they said, and obviously if he does well, great. But AJ's gotten bombarded, Booney. You know what that's like.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just we're just there. I know they're casting a wide net, so we could see AJ over there.
Hey, Booney, take off your hat. Take off your hat for a second. Take off your hat. See all that gray hair on the side? See,
all right there.
You know what that does? Right, that is for managing baseball games, not sitting in the booth. When you were in the booth, he had no gray. It was all nice and dark, and then he puts on that Yankee uniform, sits in there, and he has to make a decision on who to bring in in the 8th inning, and he's like, gray hair, blook, gray hair, blook.
I do pull those out every now and then when I haven't had a haircut. I start plucking the grays. But a little salt and pepper, good, where we are in life.
Makes you look distinguished. Makes you look distinguished.
Age gracefully. Let's go.
Hey, Booney, last night you had something that hardly ever happen. Did you give Cabrera like the biggest high five of all time? Because first of all, that was incredible base running because he did it right. He got off to where he knew if it dropped, he could still score, but he was close enough to go back and tag up when Fletcher made the diving catch, and then he scored pretty easily. On that. So, I mean, he got his buddy an RBI.
Yeah, so obviously it's like, you beat the White Sox 2 out of, we played really, really well last night. And the pitcher for the White Sox, Davis Martin, that guy's developed a changeup here over the last couple of weeks that is real. He was a problem for us the first 5-6 innings of that game. He was kind of dealing, and it's like, I'm curious to see what he does moving forward the rest of the season. And we're a little bit up against it that game, and we're 2-1, and it goes up, and Fletcher made 3 great plays in right field last night, and I see him kind of get tripped up. So right away, I picked up Cabrera. Luis Rojas was on it too. Credit to Cabrera not taking anything for granted, put himself in a great spot. And we end up tying the game, and then Austin Wells has an amazing at bat to break the tie later on there. But there are a lot of really good little things that happened in that game for us, and then obviously we're able to really run away with it late. But that was a big one of those plays in a game, those energizers. That was certainly one of them.
Austin Wells. He's the 4-hitter. He's the 4-hitter that you had really penned in there to start the season. You were like, who's going to protect Aaron Judge and Juan Soto, who everybody knew was going to do well. Austin Wells, you have a decision to make. Jose Trevino is going to bring his platinum glove back. Austin Wells is not only in that 4th spot, but his numbers recently and his at-bats recently have been not just ticking up. They are skyrocketing up.
Yeah, he's legit, and he's going to play. Trevi, we have a Friday night game tomorrow and then Saturday day game. So Trevi will probably catch tomorrow night and get with the lefty going, and then I'll have. But Austin's earned, he's earned the opportunity. Trevi will support him and get in there from time to time too. And I love the duo that they are, and I love what Trevi brings. But Austin offensively now is started to go to another level, and he's been terrific in the 4-hole. Against lefties, I'll hit Stanton in the 4-hole, and you usually been hitting Wellesley 5. But what he's done defensively has been, I didn't know what to expect when we called him up last September. He was excellent presence. He's done a great job defensively. The bat was a little slower at this level to come, but once we hit about the middle of May, June, it's been a lot of high quality, middle of the order type at bats, and I expect that to continue now, because I think that's what everyone expected. I think when they drafted him and when he was coming through the minor leagues, that this guy was going to hit, and he's showing that now.
Booney, we showed Cabrera sliding in head first at home plate on the sac fly, and unfortunately, Jazz Chisholm got hurt sliding into head first, and Kratz and I both said, please, if you're out there, don't slide head first into home plate. Yeah. Just do what Boone did to me. Just try to run me over. That's a much safer play for. But yeah,
illegal.
Used to be a much safer play. But have you talked to Jazz? I mean, obviously he has the UCL thing, and then also have you talked to your other guys about not sliding headfirst into home plate?
I'm okay with the headfirst slide like Cabrera did it when you're going around, where you can avoid something. But Jazz got himself into trouble there, obviously going straight in where the catcher could come down on him. So hopefully it's something that we can learn from, and he can learn from, and you don't want to put yourself obviously in a bad situation, and hopefully with Jazz we're going to avoid a long-term situation, and he'll be back for us. But definitely something that is a learning moment for sure.
You just said it was illegal. Is it illegal? Because the way that I read the rules when they changed them so that to protect superstars like AJ was you can still run straight through the plate. You just can't divert. So he could have run it over, no?
To some degree, but it's I think it's very gray. You can't divert is correct. If that guy's blocking or in a position, then yeah, you got to do what you got to do. But you just don't see anything like, when I got a chance to take a shot at AJ a few years ago.
Everybody wants a shot. Everybody wants a shot.
He got me good.
Yeah.
He got me good. I give him credit. He got me pretty good. I wasn't ready for it.
Was it a shoulder?
Oh, it was a full shoulder. It was opening day.
It was around opening day because AJ had
something. I kind of had stepped on him.
Disrespected me.
Tell us about it. What? I mean,
you don't know about this?
You guys don't know this story?
The year before, AJ's running around third, and I was on the ground, and he stepped on the middle of my back, and probably gave it a little, AJ.
No, I did not. I did not.
AJ extra business to it, like like the heel that he can be sometimes.
He can be a heel.
So I got him my first series. It might have been opening day. The next year, I got my shot at him at home plate. So it was pretty cool.
It was all good. It was all good. Listen, there was no – listen, first of all, I still feel bad about what happened, Booney. Although I wish that you still had that jersey with my size 12, like right between your numbers. Like it was perfect.
Seriously. It really was.
And I actually, if you watch – the video is really hard to find, by the way. But there's like a very small video of it. And I actually didn't step down on you. I actually tried to – because like if I would have stepped on you, it probably would have hurt. But I kind of laid off. I was like, oh, shoot. And I kind of jumped over you.
No doubt. Because my teammates were like, dude, what was that? I'm like, I don't think it was anything like ill-intended or anything. I was just kind of in the path, and yeah.
And you were getting up. You were like, he was like getting up. So it was like, no, it was either fall down or step on him. And I chose option B.
Yeah. Booney, that was clearly not the opening day that you were playing. You didn't play any basketball that off season, right?
That was no, that was post. That was I had retired from basketball at that point.
That's when you were the first person to pick up pickleball, right?
Pickleball is not in my arsenal either.
You've got a face for pickleball. You would be a dream. You would be dreamy on the court. There would just be so many people would want to be your partner.
You know what? I think I could get into the nighttime cocktail hour pickleball. That's more my speed. But I don't really like the I've had enough knee surgeries that I'm not into the side to side. I'm more like an alligator, one way at a time. You know what I mean?
Okay, I like that.
All right, I got one more real baseball question for you. I think AJ has one at the finish line. Boring. But I know, boring. Just pitching wise, I'm just curious because he was like front runner for Rookie of the Year at the start of the year, and just how difficult it is for the modern manager to balance innings for a guy like that. If you want to throw in Clarke Schmidt's progress too, I mean, I know that's different, but those were the two I had circled that I just wanted to get your thoughts on how you balance someone like that.
So far, it hasn't been that hard because Luis has been in a really good spot all year, you know. And what I've loved about Louis is he's developed a really good routine. He's matured. He's worked his tail off in the winter to put himself in a position. You know, he went through some struggles there for about 3 or 4 starts about a month or so ago, and has kind of rebounded from that. So, you know, we're just paying attention to it really start to start. There's been a handful of starts where I've pulled back on okay, we're going to kind of commit to that 85, 90 pitches this time around regardless. So we've picked our spots a few times for that. But otherwise, you know, we've let him go as long as he continues to kind of, you know, check the boxes like physically, you know, how we can measure him and that he's in a good place physically, because we feel like he is. And this time with a couple off days, he's going on his 8th day, so he'll get a couple sides in between these starts, and that's a little blow for him. But you know, from my standpoint, it's been all right. Clarke Schmidt threw 2 live innings yesterday. 30, I think he threw like 32 pitches. It was good. He's throwing another live on the 4th day, where he'll bump that up again, and then probably rehab after that.
All right, my last one. When you go to take heel out of a game, whether it's bad or it's a good game, do you ever purposely try to read his Adam's apple tattoo? Or are you like, nope, eyes up, always looking directly in the eyes?
I don't know. I just look at him. We got shirts made up of his tattoo. God bless me. So he's a really good kid, and it's been fun to watch him kind of learn and grow throughout this season, because I feel like there's been a lot of growth for him.
That's great. All right, Booney, before we let you go, you're in Detroit. You have an off day. And first of all, let me tell Kratzis, he doesn't know this, that I was drafted 1 spot ahead of you in the draft. So just don't ever forget that. 1 spot ahead of him. Yeah, 1 spot.
Brutal.
Oh, poor Booney. And then, yes, but that wasn't the thing. But listen, so you're in Detroit. I'm assuming I know where you guys are staying at. On your off day, do you go to the mall that is at exit 69 on Big Beaver Road out there in Detroit?
I do not.
Which is one of the all-time great exits in the history of U.S. highways, by the way.
Yes. No, I will not. We went out and got breakfast, Osmus and Harkey and I. I got a little workout in. I'm going to lay around and watch the Tigers game right now. They're playing as we speak, and then a little show dinner tonight, and go get them tomorrow.
Does Harkey think this team is good? Because if you sit in the bullpen with Harkey, we just talked about it with Luke Weaver. I'm like, Harkey watches these guys all the time, and he can be like, Judgy's probably going to strike out here. Well, yeah. Does Harkey think this team is good?
I think he thinks we're decent.
Okay.
He's been around and seen it all, and sometimes he can be a grumpy old man.
A big grumpy old man too.
That's right.
He's the voice of the Yanks. Yeah, voice of the Yanks fan, though. You know, demanding.
Yep.
He expects excellence.
He yells at the bleacher creatures. He's like, "Yep, I agree with you." He doesn't.
Yep. That's good.
I'm glass half full. He's glass half empty. That's why we're such good friends. We balance each other out.
And you need to pay for dinner tonight, since you're making the most of all the coaches.
That's true.
Oh, but if there's players involved, then he doesn't.
No,
that's different.
No, coaches don't go eat with players, though.
No,
that's separate. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't play, so I don't know. Booney, great to have you on. Appreciate the time. Can't wait to watch the video of you blowing up AJ later. That's going to be great. So appreciate you. Good luck this series. All right.
Make sure you get him stepping on my back. Disrespect.
That's the one I want to see.
I'm going to freeze frame that.
What a dirty player.
On me, he's like, I was picked higher than you.
One spot. Hey, and you know that his roommate in college was my roommate in AAA. So we have like all kinds of strange connections.
I didn't know all
Garza.
this.
Yeah, wasn't he a roommate at Nevada, Garza?
Garza,
Huh?
yeah.
Yeah, Garza. Yeah, he was my roommate in AAA.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I knew that.
We talked about this before. Yeah, little
Yeah.
lefty. He was like a little lefty, like 5'8", and just do curveballs all the time.
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
He's still 5'8".
Well, when
No,
AJ's
he's still
running
5'8"
the White,
left. You just don't throw the curveballs anymore.
yeah, well, when AJ's running the White Sox, we'll have a White Sox Yankees manager show. And we can
Oh,
talk
that'd be
about
so
all the
neat.
degrees of separation. It's
So
gonna be
neat.
good.
There you go.
Thank you, Booty.
Yeah,
Appreciate
boys.
you. See ya.
All right, man.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.